Hello, animal figure collectors. Yes, I'm now collecting some animals. It's funny where toys will take you. I started off collecting die-cast 1/64 scale cars and cartoon cars, then a lot of cartoonish figures, and now cartoonish animals. Well, anyways, gotta keep life, variety is the spice of life, so they say. So this company, I guess, has been around a while. I've seen their latest box say XX, meaning they're on 20 waves already of different animals, but this is obviously wave 16 if you don't know Roman numerals, and it's a bunch of lizards. I've had a lot of pets in my time. I actually had like a skink once and a few chameleons, but sadly the chameleons died. It's just they're tropical animals, and I had them in a cage in Colorado, which is dry, even though I had a mister on there. But anyways, here are the actual animals in Chinese, and then their Latin names. Oh, and I guess just their more, well, maybe part of a common name. Alright, it's a hard cardboard box. The brand is called Animal Heavenly Body, if you didn't read the title of this video. And then we have a series of Laugh and Grow Fat, and of which there's 20 different series. Let's see, there's an actual hologram here. And then it's all in Chinese though. Around 7 centimeters on average, I assume. I'm looking for like a date. There's no. Would it be 2011? I don't know. Okay, so it's a really strong quality box. I bought these used, but I guess maybe it's never been opened. So what is this? Maybe it's a sign, like some sort of card explaining what this animal is. It's a bearded dragon, by the way. I never had a bearded dragon, but I've seen some videos on them. They seem like really cool pets to own, really friendly for people and good for kids, that kind of stuff. I guess it's called a Pagoda Viticeps, I don't know, the red version, and unfortunately, yes, it's all in Chinese. I guess that's what it's supposed to look like, and here we have a cartoony version of it, and then the other figures in the collection. So we have a nice high density, like computer kind of foam, it looks like. Then we have some random foam here, and now we have it in a plastic bag. I kind of feel like a blister, like Hot Wheels would have been just as fine. They could have. But I guess it does have some really sensitive, spiny bits. So let's get a different angle here. So it says around 7 centimeters. Just curious. Yeah, this one's around 8 centimeters. So they're gonna vary, I think, based on the animal. So you can see it's very cartoony, right? It's very foreshortened, and a very big head in relation to its body. And it's got these really finely done spikes, and the scales are really neat because they vary in size quite a bit. You can see the patterning here, and then it shifts to this small pattern here, and then they grow larger as it comes out towards the ends. So there's a lot of different sized scales, and I think that's part of the reason why these are they're really expensive. So I don't know if they're overpriced, maybe, but the painting looks really good. The molding is really good. I mean, look at this paint. It's fading to orange to like a yellow, well, a little yellowish, then orange, and a dark orange and red. There's definitely a lot of different shades of color going on this guy. And then with these tiny little claws, they're painted brown, and very, very tiny scales on the bottom of the feet. I'm a little curious. This is a solid piece of plastic, so it's around 50 grams or so, at least this one. I hate Windows 11. That toolbar, taskbar, never leaves. Half the time it doesn't go away, and you can't move it to the top of the monitor. So that's the red bearded dragon. This one should be an iguana. Same box. There's nothing really indicating on the box what you get, I don't think. Right? There's no circle, there's no sticker. So I don't know if these are supposed to be sold as blind boxes. I don't even know if I should open this. It's just Well, I guess we could look at the picture of the real iguana. I would never own that as a pet. It's just, I don't know. They also seem like friendly pets to own. It's just, I don't know if I don't find that attractive. But this looks a lot more funny. So that's what I like, cartoon things. Alright, let's get this out of here again. Nice dense foam. A little extra foam there. Be careful pulling it out of the bag. The spikes, I think, could possibly break. Same with the claws. Yeah, I don't want to snag those things with the bag. So this one looks bigger, and it's nicely done again. Look at the eyes. We have like a dark perimeter, then yellow, then orange, then like a little shading of yellow again, and then the blackness of the pupil. There's a lot of colors in the eye. It's clearly gloss coated after the fact, whereas this body around it seems generally matte finish or satin, I suppose. Again, look at the scaling differences. Some scales are huge, and then here that's just so small and fine. Then we also got these crazy, like, they look like spikes or warts or something. This, yeah, I don't know. I feel that would break quite easily if it fell off of a bookshelf or something. I think you could break that. I think it's rigid plastic. I kind of wish it was soft PVC. It is not, though. So after the airbrushing of this white, blue, yellow, orange, they seem to print these brown stripes on top of that. So, well, white, maybe that's the ear canal. I know nothing about iguanas other than the Discovery shows I see every now and then. It's really neat. I just like the variety of color on this thing. Let's get back to the eyes of this thing. They're far more basic looking, but still, if you look closely, let me focus. The perimeter is brown, then white, and then a black pupil. And really fine spikes or whatnot around for eyelashes. And again, a little nostril there. Yeah, they're neat. They're just funky looking. Okay, so not too many things I can compare to. But here's a little knockoff of a Bandai Godzilla. I still like those. That thing's pretty cool. I mean, it was really cheap. You can get it off AliExpress. These you can also get off AliExpress or eBay. But I actually bought these locally. And then we have the dinosaur series. This is a Triceratops. But this is also by Animal Heavenly Body. And they're cartoony dinosaurs. So I hope they actually do another wave. But yeah. So these are actually quite a bit larger than these particular things. I don't know, this is actually pretty big, so. But these are detailed, you know, just as well, I think. I actually think these are actually probably detailed a little bit better than these. Maybe the retail price on these was a little bit higher or something like that. This looks a little bit too muted. Alright, well, I gotta tell you, if you think about buying a reptile, I mean, they're okay. It's just that you have to feed them live insects and like coat them with like calcium powder and all that fecal matter. It starts to smell, you know. So keeping animals in a terrarium, it eventually stinks up the house. So that's a reason why I don't really care to own another reptile in the future, or even like a rabbit or a rodent. But these are kind of cool. They're not realistic looking, but I think they're really cool to look at, and they have just as much detail as what I think a real reptile would look like, as far as all the scales on them. But they're never gonna stink up my place, right? So suffice to say, I'm gonna get a few more, but probably try out some other waves. Especially I gotta track down this chameleon, since I owned like 3 or 4 types of chameleons in my time. So They also have birds, they have frogs, they have 20 different waves of different animals. So stay tuned and we'll see some other cute renditions by this brand. Thanks for watching today. We'll see you around. Bye.